What's good? What's good? What's good, people? What's good? Knowledge, what up? Dark Wiz, what's good, bro? Nah, he cool. He cool. He cool. Yo, I want to get that guy up there for next week. The guy you telling me about. I think he blood. He from the Bronx. Cause he don't respond to my DM. Greg Brown, what up? Nickel, what up? Johnny Smith. Mister, what up? Let's get the likes up, man. I'll make this one be quick with this one. Probably be about 40 minutes on this one. We'll do about 40 minutes. Oh yeah, you already know. David, what up? You already know we're gonna get it in today. We definitely gonna get it in. Key, what up, Key? Deron, what up? Yeah, Lakers took care of business yesterday. You know, they beat the Clippers. You know, anytime they beat the Clippers is a good thing, man. You know what's sad about the Clippers? They sucks. They got a bunch of old players that they ain't gonna get nothing real. See, the thing is, right, the thing is now, teams don't like giving up their first round picks. So the Clippers is going to be jammed up. I think Kawhi's going to get convicted of this. I don't think Kawhi getting around this nonsense he did with Steve Ballmer. I think they're going to got to get hit hard because too many eyeballs watching. See, you can't. See, if this was back in the days, I believe they could have swept it under the rug. It's going to be hard. Steve Ballmer money is long. See, his money is long. His money is long, and see the backlash. They're not getting it back. See, the difference is. Let me ask you guys this. I want to ask you guys, what's worse, what Steve Ballmer did, or with Donald Sterling? Who did worse? You think what Steve Ballmer did or Donald Sterling? I want to ask you guys, who y'all think did his situation is worse? With Steve? See, now it says Steve Ballmer. Who else? I want to see who else. I'm gonna leave that question open for one more minute. Y'all hit it up. All you have to do is say Steve. You don't have to write a paragraph. Just write so I can move on and say what I got to say. Steve Ballmer or Donald Sterling. Whose situation is worse? Andy says Steve is a bum. Whose situation is worse? Come on, guys, just hit up the chat real quick and hit that like button. As y'all hitting up the chat, hit the like button so I can move on. He said Donald Sterling. He said Donald Sterling. It's kind of even. I'm gonna give it like 30 more seconds. I want a couple more guys to jump in. It takes quick to write Donald or Steve. It don't take that long to write that. Donald or Steve, whose situation is worse? I don't think Kawhi and them getting away with this. I don't. But Steve Ballmer money is super long. We definitely got to keep that into account. His money is super long. So you just, at the end of the day, he has a fighting chance. Well, I'm gonna go because y'all guys just don't participate like I want y'all to. There'd be 2-3 people saying something. It's a simple question. I'm pretty sure you guys know about the Steve Ballmer situation with him and Kawhi, with the cheating and stuff, and then with the Donald Sterling with the racist remarks. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, because you guys just don't even participate. This shit get annoying. You know what I'm saying? I'd say Steve Ballmer's situation worse, because people say, oh, Donald Sterling racist. A lot of people racist, but at the end of the day, he had to deal with motherfuckers. He still paid black people. It's not like they had a team full of white guys, like that type of racist, and he taking jobs from black people. Like, there's a lot of people racist. You got black people you just got a lot of that. So, and he in the privacy of a woman. A lot of people feel a certain way about a bunch of groups, and he lost his team. He lost his team because the backlash is on audio. Who to say Steve Ballmer not racist? You just never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. A motherfucker gonna feel how they feel. But at the end of the day, think about this. The Clippers always had about 90% black players while Donald Sterling was there. So he could have got a bunch of white guys, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. I say Steve Ballmer worse because you cheating. You affecting it. Him being racist or not liking, but he's still paying. And it's not like he said, he was just saying stuff with a lot of people that age used to say back then. About how, like, black people bigger, faster, stronger, and things like that. I say Steve Ballmer. Because you cheating the game. You straight cheating the game. You trying to get over in a worse way. I think Steve Ballmer is worse, yo. I think that's worse. Because you straight cheating, doing under the handed deals, and that you're cheating the game. And I don't think they're gonna. The Clippers in bad shape. See, God don't like ugly, and the thing is, that what they did, I think that's gonna cripple their franchise. It's gonna cripple them, because once you get convicted, see, you can see, it's clear as day, Adam Silver is trying to not. Well, Adam Silver, I'm telling you what Adam Silver hoping. Adam Silver hoping that the story somehow eases his way out. That's what Adam Silver doing. He hopes that another big thing come up and this shit ease his way out. That's what he's hoping. He hoping the story die down, because the media is not, they're not talking about it that much. Pablo is not as strong like if somebody else would have said it. Pablo Torre is not as strong as somebody else would have said it. He hoped it get starting, the coverage get less and less, and another major story. Like the gambling thing popped up, and he can't get around the gambling thing, because that thing already in court. So then you got mafia guys involved in that, and you know how the government, they be on them. So I think that Steve Ballmer is not Steve Ballmer, Adam Silver, waiting for this thing to level out. He if something major, God forbid, like COVID or something else pop up, they're gonna get around this thing. That's what that's what Adam Silver hoping. Because there's no way, I think it's enough evidence where he could have made a decision. This is my opinion. I think there is enough information where he could have just made his decision. But he keeps, they're investigating. I think it's enough. I don't think it's no, like, I'm telling you, he's stalling. Adam Silver is stalling. They're stalling. They stalling. And it's going to cripple the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to cripple the Clippers. Because they already don't even have their first round pick. You got a bunch of guys, like their main guys, Kawhi and Harden. They're going to have to just ride the wheels off of Harden. They stuck. They got no real young prospects. They got no draft picks. They stuck. Adam Silver's stalling. That's what he's doing. But I don't think it's gonna work though. Luka destroyed them last night. Luka put on the clinic last night. The Lakers took care of business. They beat the Clippers. Yeah, I know that's always a good thing. Lakers beating the Clippers. He said bombing out of rinky dink guy. Nah, bombing money long. That's what's going to help him. And Adam Silver really don't want to do shit. He said Lakers like a Keon Ellis, Trey Murphy. Yeah. Yeah, Lakers not far. But the thing, like I said, I'm really not feeling the Lakers right now, to be honest, because I'll tell y'all my reasons. But I'm not gonna be too happy. I don't even want them. See, the thing, what could be worse for Laker fans if they start having some success, the worst thing that could happen, let's say if the Lakers lose in the Western Conference Finals against Denver or OKC, and let's say Lakers play Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals, they're gonna bring LeBron James back, man. And that I think that's not good. I think that's not good. The Lakers have a good season, and they go to the Western Conference Finals and lose like in 7. They're gonna bring LeBron James back, and that's my fear. So I'd rather they just lose, and in a dramatic fashion, first round would be beautiful. If they could lose the first round, definitely second round they lose, and get it over with. Because this thing gonna get this Bron and Bronny thing just gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening. And the only way to get rid of it, the Lakers got to lose in dramatic fashion, man. They lose like in the first or second round, and that second round go 5 or 6 games. I think Bron is out of there. We can't discount and say that LeBron out of there regardless. The Lakers have some success. If they go to, reason why I'm saying the conference finals and not saying the championship, I don't see the Lakers lose to nobody in the East. Lakers won't lose to nobody. So that's why I won't even say if they go to the finals and lose. They not. I don't even think nobody. I think whoever comes out the East. I think the West gonna have another champion. To me, I think Denver gonna win a championship. If they healthy, I like Denver. But and OKC's still there. But if they go, that's why I'm saying Western Conference Finals, because they play like Denver, OKC, or whoever, and lose in the conference finals. I think that LeBron has a good chance of coming back, especially if they lose like and they compete like 7 games, even if it's 6 tough ruling out games. I think it's a chance LeBron James come back. He said, did I hear AD want to come back? No, that's over with. AD get hurt too much for me. He get hurt too much, and he's already proved he's soft. Now, if it's him come back and LeBron gone, I would love that. But they wouldn't, no way they'd be able to do that. LeBron, Luka, Austin, nah. Would y'all trade Austin Reeves for Anthony Davis? Because Dallas might do that. Dallas would trade Austin Reeves for Austin Reeves over Anthony Davis. Because Anthony Davis, they saying that he don't have no interest right now around the league. And of course we have to throw in Rui and you know what I'm saying, probably Jackson Hayes. But would y'all trade Austin Reeves? Let's say if it's Austin Reeves, Rui, and Jackson Hayes and some salary fillers, however they want to do it. They want to throw in Kleber, somebody, or Kleber. Let's say Kleber, Maxi Kleber, Rui, Austin Reeves for Anthony Davis. Would y'all do it as Laker fans? Would y'all trade Anthony Davis for Austin Reeves right now at the trade deadline? Would y'all do that? He said hell no. Greg said hell no. Damn, a lot of people said no. So y'all won't trade him for Austin Reeves. So a lot of you guys look at Austin Reeves as the second guy then. Bro, now you're living in fantasy land. He said Luka, LeBron, Reeves, and Anthony. See, now you're living in, how are you going to get Anthony Davis? See, this is what I'm saying. You got to deal with reality at some point. You have to deal with reality at some point. How you going to have, there's nothing Dallas going to do. They not doing that. They already took heat for the Anthony Davis for the Luka trade. So there's no package you could put together if Reeves not in it, and then if LeBron not in it to bring Anthony Davis back. Like, come on, you're not gonna be able to do no Rui, no Jake LaVavia. Like, stop it. We don't have hella picks like that. Like, come on now. Like, y'all gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? And they don't got no need for Aiden. You see what I'm saying? Because they got Lively and Gafford. So come on, how you going to even think about getting AD? Like, stop it. He talk about AD, Reeves, LeBron, and Luka. How? Like, you playing a video game? You know, nowhere in the world that's going to happen. What I'm talking about is something that it possibly can happen. Like, you throw Reeves in there and Rui, because I think you're going to have to do that for the money to work, and Maxi Kleber, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to start off with that. His value low, they would rather just keep him than, they're not doing that. And Reeves, reason why I said it, because he kind of fit what they want for as another, like, playmaker. And I think Lakers be in a run. AD possibly come back, but it's definitely gonna cost them Austin Reeves. And I'm asking you guys, would you do it? Now I'm saying right now, I would do that. I'd do that. Only thing that scares me, only thing that scares me is AD money. And he gonna have to, if he talk about extension, his extension gonna be less money, man. Two things scare me: AD, his injuries and the money he get. That scares me. But I think he'd definitely be motivated. Him and Luka. He said keep Reeves at all costs. Nah, not at all costs. Now you see, I'm glad Nala said that. He said Rui don't get no credit. I swear. People just keep talking about Reeves and Luka. Rui gets no credit. Rui definitely been balling, man. He gets no credit. And I've been mentioning a lot of videos come out and say that. And it just like I be forgetting. But Rui been balling. People was not talking about that. And it's sad because it's like his value is not even high like that, but Rui been balling. Rui definitely been doing his thing. He don't get no credit. His name always in trades. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the good part now. But the Lakers one is like, all right, whatever. Let's get the likes up. He said move Reeves and keep Rui. Let's get the likes up. But now let me talk about the good part. Now we all know the Kenyon Martin and Draymond Green thing. They've been talking about that, right? And The sad part, like I said, would come to Gil. Gil has a point. He do has a point. Gil has a point when he said people say who better. They really don't bring up defensive players when he say who's better. He's right about that. But you do got to bring up defense if a guy who do play offense and play both. That's going to separate them. This guy in the way, man. Listen. Yo, I agree with him on that. You just don't, you barely see a guy who just play defense, they throw his name up. He's right about that. But if you got a guy who, like an Antoine Walker, and he's real good on offense, but he's real bad on defense, and then you got somebody like Rasheed Wallace, that Antoine Walker is like probably a better offensive player, but Rasheed Wallace is better than Antoine Walker. Now, if you look at his overall game, and see, that's the thing where I don't get what he's saying. I don't know why they keep saying Ginobili and Jamal Crawford. I could, like, clearly to me, Kenyon Martin is better than Draymond Green. What hurt Draymond Green, like I said, when them guys went out, he did nothing. Normally, a guy, you look at most guys, you be like, damn, if they wasn't there, like a dude holding people game back. You see that all the time. You see when guys go out, guys they take on a bigger role. Draymond really went down. Draymond's whole game went down when Steph and Clay was out. When Steph and Clay was out, Draymond went down. So it's like, God damn. Like, he has no legs to stand on. Draymond don't have no legs to stand on after that. That to me exposed him. That right there, because I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have put him over a lot of people. Some guys I'd been like, nah, his impact is this, that, and the third. But it shows when he was by, he couldn't do. Yo, it's sad. It was to the point, it was sad. That year, Steph and Clay was out, and he was out there by himself. He looked so bad, man. It's not like, it's one thing, I respect him more if he'd have been, let's say if he'd been getting 20, but he shot like 40% from the field. At least you could be all right. You know what I mean? He only shooting 40%, but he's still getting you 20. You know what I mean? He chucking up some shots. Bro was getting 4 points. Like, it was bad. It was real bad. It's like, I said, yo, he's really garbage. I lost a lot of respect for Draymond after that time. That's when I was really saw, I said, he's not good at all. He can't play at all. Like, it showed. He looked just real bad. He's like one of the worst players in the NBA. He couldn't dribble, bring the ball up. He's getting stripped. He looked bad. So, but my thing is this. They keep bringing up, like, and they take out Ginobili rings. Like he said, better than Jamal Crawford. Like, Ginobili can score. That's what I'm saying. I don't get where Gil and them coming from. Like, when they saying that Ginobili been held back. Because you see games when Tim Duncan and them didn't play, he's by himself. You saw his production jump. He didn't do a Draymond Green where the guy's out and he looked bad. Where, like, he only looked good players. You saw his production jump. And you say, okay, take Draymond off the Warriors team, throw Kenyon Martin. Yeah, I think the Warriors still would have won. I think they still, don't get me wrong, Draymond, it's not cut and dry, because Draymond did have a lot of impact. We can't deny that. Draymond did have a lot of impact on the Warriors. We be playing ourselves. We act like what he did this was nothing. Like some of the style of play, the dribble handoffs and things like that. What I don't think Kenyon Martin would do, but I think Kenyon Martin would have brought another level to it. I defensively, they ain't losing nothing. I think the only thing far as his 3-point, his new style of play and the Warrior style of play is, but you'd have had they'd have made up with it with the lobs, Kareem Martin with the lobs, the tap dunks and stuff like that. But I think the dribble handoff, with far as their system, I think it could have been thrown off some, but I still think they're the one. I still think they're the one. But you say take Ginobili off and put Crawford with they no. People feel Ginobili hit a lot of big shots. Ginobili went as a gun. He got a lot of key steals, made a lot of big plays. That's why I said for them to be NBA players is sad. It's sad. Jamal Crawford, what did he ever do as far as a winning player? He been on a lot of teams. He ain't have no real impact like that. He's good and everything. He get hot. But once he cold, he not scoring. What is he doing? What is he doing? Like how? Like that's why I said they crazy. And that's why I said it's sad because you got no real people challenge it. Because one, Jamal Crawford is loved. A lot of guys in NBA dislike Jamal Crawford. So you're never really going to see a form, especially a black player. You're never going to see a black player really go out and go and they like Jamal Crawford. He has a lot of strong relationships. He's like a well-liked guy. God's not going to, it's like a sensitive subject. Them talk, they never going to keep it 100. They may say it, but it's going to be like, it's not even debate. Ginobili's better than Jamal Crawford. He's a better basketball player than him. Better passer. He gets to the basket better. He's more physical, more clutch, way better defensively. And I can't really say offense because we say that, but he always played with the Spurs. Somebody please tell me what's Jamal Crawford career average and what's Ginobili career average. Yeah, Ginobili was a killer. Like, that's what I'm saying. These NBA players, like, it's sad. It's sad. Y'all NBA players, like, come on. Take Ginobili off, take Ginobili thing, Crawford. But how? And I like Jamal Crawford, but come on now. He's not better than no Ginobili. He's not. He's not. Like, we're not going to even do that. And see, like I said, the thing about it is Jamal Crawford he has a lot of relationships in the NBA. Jamal Crawford is well loved in the NBA. It's going to be hard. Guys not really, you may get a guy like Kendrick Perkins may come straight out and say something. Kendrick Perkins, okay, he said Crawford career average was 14. Ginobili career average, they both 14. That's what I'm saying. So how can you sit there and say he's better than him? It's not like Crawford didn't have an opportunity. This Ginobili would come off the bench. They probably played about the same amount of minutes. And he's doing it on a winning team. Yes, Ginobili affect the game more. Like, come on, like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and it get me mad because they got all them players up there and nobody say nothing. Nobody challenged Gil on that. And Gil always make that comparison like he's right and he's wrong. He always throw Ginobili name up in there, always. And he's wrong, dead wrong on that. And it's like anybody who watched the game can see that. It's not even close. It's not even like Ginobili was saying Ginobili's better. Like it's just that. Jamal Crawford had a lot of, see, that's why I said Crawford is kind of like Kareem in a way, where the way they do it, he done had, all they looking at, oh, he had 50 and 3 games come off the bench, it doesn't matter. You know how many times Crawford did no shows? You know how many times he disappeared? Crawford disappeared a lot of games. 3 for 18 shooting. You know he ain't hitting no rebounds. You know he not defending. You know he not playmaking. But you see that? Like, that's what I'm saying. These guys, like, how can you say that? You can't sit there and say, oh, he's a better scorer. You can't say that. Now, he had a lot of big outburst games than him. That he had. Like a lot of 50-point games. He might have more 40-point games. Ginobili, he probably had a lot more of that. Ginobili probably didn't have a lot, like, he might have never scored 50. He probably never scored 40, but I'm pretty sure he had a lot of 30s. Correct. He's a highlight show. He's a highlight show. Big Kev, what up? Yeah, like, come on. Like, that's what I said. It's these guys' responsibility to talk basketball the right way, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kenyon Martin and then the sad part about it, when they was like, yeah, you can't tell me Draymond, when Brandon Jennings like, oh, he better than Dennis Rodman. Why Dennis Rodman? Like, huh? Like, nobody said Dennis. Yo, Dennis Rodman was a one-man army. He changed. He's a better defender than Draymond and a way better rebounder. That's it right there. He wasn't even shooting the ball. Like, so you can't really say, like, you ain't gonna find nobody say, he's better than Dennis Rodman. I mean, he's better than you ain't gonna find nobody sit there and say, no real basketball player gonna say Draymond better than Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman had major. All you gotta do ask each one of them peers. We saw Dennis Rodman hold Shaq down. No way Draymond wouldn't be able to do nothing with that. Draymond wouldn't be able to do nothing. We saw what Dennis Rodman did with Shaq. We seen that. We saw what he did with Karl Malone. When I saw him guard Shaq, and Shaq couldn't move him. Shaq backing him down, and he held his own, more than held his own against Shaq. I don't know if some of you guys older remember that. And I saw what he did with Karl Malone. And a lot of them guys. Like, to sit there and say, and Brandon Jennings, like, how they put Dennis Rodman though? Like, see, I'm not mad at Brandon Jennings because, like I said, he's just young and he just looking strictly at Dennis Rodman numbers. All he looking at, Dennis Rodman probably averaged 3 or 4 points a game. That's all he looking at. He like, and I know how Brandon Jennings talk, get the fuck out of here. All he's seeing is 4 points a game for Dennis Rodman. That's what he sees. He see Dennis Rodman average 4 points and his mind is made up. He's seen enough. He averaged 4.9. That's it. Fuck out of here. And it's sad because these guys, they don't, and Gilbert, Gilbert comparison be off like a motherfucker. But Gilbert do his comparison like, oh, but this guy, it don't hold no weight. Like, he's like, why about Bronny averaging 4 points? Peyton Watson averaged 2 points in college. He went first round. AJ Johnson averaged 4 points, and whatever AJ Johnson averaged, and he went first round. But that's why Bronny, because see, that's what Gilbert thing always jump on average. It had nothing to do with average. A scout, and it's clear as day, they saw clear as day that AJ Johnson and AJ Johnson and Peyton Watson was NBA players. That's just the bottom line with that. It ain't take a rocket science to see they NBA players. And then Nick Young, I get what Nick Young tried to do. Nick Young just want the he wanted to defend Draymond. He wanted to defend Draymond. He said, why Dennis Rodman name was the Worm? I heard that been his name because they say he looked like a worm. Cause he's real funny, especially when he's skinny and he's the way he worm is. I always heard it's because they say he looked like a worm. Now I think that's his nickname in college or some shit. I think one of the college teammates was calling him the Worm because the way he looks. That's what I heard. But they try to change it and say, oh, it's the way he played, he slithers do and do all that. I don't know. I don't know. I heard they saying it's the way he looked. Cause he's real funny looking, and he always had problems with his looks. He always had issues with his look. So that's what I heard. I think it's high school, not college. I think one of his high school teammates used to call him the Worm. Yeah, like, yeah, Sebastian, yeah. Yeah, he was an old rookie, correct. He was an old rookie. He was like, I think 25. He came in, like if you look at Dennis Rodman, he came in, I think he came in, I think 87. 87, he's like 25, 26, yeah. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, he was like 20, 25, 26 when he came in. Then he came in 87. Him and Sally and them, and he older than Sally. Yeah. See, back then, a lot of guys come in the league at 22. He was like 20. Yeah, I think he's like 26. I definitely believe he's like 26. Because he older than Michael Jordan, and Jordan been in the league like 3 or 4 years before him. Yeah, Jordan been in the league like maybe 3 or 4 years before him. He's older than Jordan. But Gil and them, it's sad because it's like Gil would never get a GM job. Never. Never. And he talks it. That's why I said you can't go by. That's why I don't like debating on YouTube, because you got a lot of guys who could just out-talk a motherfucker. A motherfucker out-talking and make it sound good, people believe them. Like you see how a perfect example. Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock been going at it. Yo, Jason Whitlock is tearing the asshole and Stephen A. Smith. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give Carcino, because I've been watching it through his channel. Jason Whitlock been tearing, Carcino been covering it, and Jason Whitlock been tearing Stephen A. ass up. Stephen A. yell and stuff. He calm and he just shut. And you can see he shutting him down because Stephen A. is pissed. He got him pissed off right now. Jason Whitlock got Stephen A. going crazy. He breaking him down. He's killing him right now. Stephen A., I know he would love something happen to Jason. He can't stand Jason Whitlock. And all he keeps saying, he's fat. He's been fat all his life. He don't give a fuck about that. He can't hurt Jason Whitlock with that. Oh, this fat, he this and that. Like, he don't care. But believe me, he had a couple dollars before. And they got that Ozempic. He really wanted to lose weight. He could get the lap band. He don't give a fuck. He been fat his whole life. He is killing Stephen A. Smith. Killing him. Yeah, he kill. I ain't gonna lie. He gets under his skin. And Jason would like to sit back, be laughing, all calm. He is killing him. He killing Stephen A. Smith. It's sad so many basketball players don't know the game like that. That's the sad part about it. Like, you sit them guys, and then you even see Theo Pinson. I thought he was pretty good. And see, the difference is between, let me tell you the difference between Gilbert and Theo Pinson and them guys. Gil, at the end of the day, is entertaining. So Gil is entertaining. The thing with Pinson, the mistake they making, I don't know if they trying to do shock jock value and trying to go viral. They say wild takes, because sometimes people like to say wild takes to get to go viral. I don't know if he really mean it or not, but that's not the way to go, because you're gonna have, he's not Gilbert. He don't have the charisma. He's not funny like Gil. He just don't have the reach like Gilbert Arenas has. Bro, you keep saying crazy shit like that, and your podcast gonna sink. I talk about Theo Pinson and Raymond Felton podcast. That shit ain't gonna go nowhere. Ain't gonna go nowhere. The podcast not gonna go nowhere. You not Gilbert. Gilbert could get away with that shit. And see, some people, Gilbert been known as a troll and all this shit for his whole career. So some people, when he say crazy shit, some people may feel he just saying it, just he's saying it. So people give Gil the benefit of the doubt. That's why Nick Young, when he tried to have his podcast, it didn't work. Nick Young to me, I think, was worst person, the worst NBA player with a podcast. I'd never seen nobody numbers poor like that. Like, you even have old school guys like Michael Cooper come on the podcast and get more views and way more successful. I think Nick Young had the worst thing. You see, he shut his shit down. It was the corner boys and some shit like that. Nick Young was getting 100 views. No bullshit. He was getting like 100. He can't stand on his own. He can't. And it's so sad. He tried to defend Draymond because Draymond defended him, but Draymond knew how to articulate it and defend Nick Young. When he said Nick Young is a good role player, he swung the series and stuff like that. Draymond was able to articulate it and get his point across. And Nick tried to defend Draymond Green, and he don't even know how to put together an argument. It's sad. Like, Nick Young, the type of guy, I ain't gonna lie. And this it's crazy. Everybody know I'm a Nick Young fan. But I just got to be real right now. I fucks with Nick Young. I do. But it's just sad, like, mentally, he's just not there. He can't even hold the argument. And it goes to show his skill set. To me, if Nick Young had a better head on his shoulder, I think he could have been one player still playing right now. Or I think he left a lot of money on the table. He could have still been getting at least up until last year. He should still be playing somewhere. He should still, his skill set, and for his thing like that, his body never looked like, you could tell he never really worked out. Cause he's a black man. And one thing about black people, when they work out, you can see it. Black, that's our genetics. Like you see like other races and stuff, like they probably could work out, like they just body never, like you it's very rare you see like a muscular guy, white, that's, and I'm pretty sure they work out. But they all look the same. Even like Hispanic guys who played in the league. Even like Jaime Jaquez and different like Spanish guys too. Black people, genetic wise, you could see when they start working out how their bodies start shaping up. And you can see that never was his thing. His body never looked like nothing. Not even lean and cut up and nothing. He always had that slim, fat look. He always had that slim, fat look to me. Always had that slim, fat look. And it's not like he's not like he was like somebody like a Popeye Jones. Some guys are just, some people's body just won't work, but if he put the work in his body with a cut up, he'd have been stronger, leg-wise, body-wise, and he could have still been in the league. But he played too much, and he don't have the right mindset. He didn't have the right mindset. He don't even know how to put together a good argument. He don't. He was trying to defend Draymond, but getting in his field, couldn't even articulate nothing. He's like, he 20 guys, like, come on. Like, I know he wanted to defend him because Draymond defended him. I get it. But it was sad. He couldn't do nothing with nobody. And then even with, at least Brandon Jennings was trying to like ask a question like, so you mean to tell me if this guy and this, like, you know what I mean? Nick was trying to argue for him. He said you turned it to the worst Laker critic. Seems I'm the worst Laker critic. I don't think I turned it to a worst Laker critic. I said the Lakers won today. I gave them props. I didn't think I said nothing bad about the Lakers today. I don't fuck with the Lakers no more. I don't think I became work. And one thing, you know, I'm clear. See, no matter how much you guys might not like it, at least at the end of the day, say, you know what? I respect Kareem. You know why? Because I'm telling y'all why. It's not like I'm just, see, the difference is, and I'm going back to what we're talking about. We talk about Nick Young, right? Nick Young can't articulate anything. He cannot. Like, he defended Draymond Green, but you just don't know, he just all over the place. Because Draymond defended him, and he's cool with Draymond. He fucks with Draymond. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So, you know why I'm like this with the Lakers. And one thing, I've never been critical. I'm always going to call it how I see it. But I don't fuck with the Lakers. I don't like this Bronny situation, LeBron. I don't like the fact that Bronny playing more minutes than Nick Smith. And I don't like this JJ Redick situation. I don't like none of it. LeBron, JJ, and Bronny, I don't like that dynamic. I would like, but the thing is, JJ Redick got a long contract, so I might have to deal with JJ Redick. But LeBron and Bronny, I want them out of there. So at least you could be like, you might not agree, but you'd be like, well, I get it. I just don't like, I'm clear. At least you be like, okay, I respect that. See, that's why a lot of LeBron fans don't like certain guys. But at the end of the day, you know why the reason I don't like LeBron don't stand on nothing. LeBron feel away like this. LeBron is fake as a motherfucker. LeBron is so fake and phony. So fake and phony. And as a man, I don't like niggas like that. I don't like dudes like that. LeBron is not my type of dude. I can't never see me being cool with LeBron. If I was in the NBA or just around, I couldn't fuck with LeBron. I don't like dudes. And any man shouldn't like a dude like that. LeBron is two-faced. He's very two-faced. He's a sucker. He don't stand on nothing. He hide behind shit. I don't respect it at all. I don't respect him. He do slide, little sneaky shit, hide behind shit. He just a little bitch. He's just not my type of nigga I fucks with. That's just what it is. I don't like people like that. I don't like LeBron James. And his son is, I don't have nothing personal, no dislike towards his son, but his son shouldn't be in the NBA. That's just the bottom line. And when you got guys, like I said, when Gilbert, like, yeah, Bronny averaged more than Peyton Watson and A.J. Johnson, but my thing is, and you get these guys don't say nothing. Like Peyton Watson, look what Peyton Watson doing in the NBA right now. And somebody just hit me on the DMs like, yo, Rain, you right. Because I told y'all, watch him, he had 27. And in the last four, he started 4 games. I think he had, in the last 4 games, he had 9, 15. This is not in order. This is not in no order. I'm just saying, in his 4 games starting, 9, 15, 27, and 32. And they win. They went 3-1 in those games, right? He's shooting well over 50%. And I said this, I said, yo, the mistake Denver made, Denver should have just gave him the extension. Because now he's going to be a hot name. Watch he get paid. Because Christian Braun and Aaron Gordon out for 6 weeks. That's enough games. That's going to be enough games where teams going to be like, you know what? He has impact. He has impact. A.J. Johnson, y'all can just type in his highlights and be like, oh yeah, he's better than him. He's an NBA player. He ain't really getting no minutes right now, but you could see what he did last year down the stretch for the Wizards. The Wizards are stupid. You already know, Deron, I keep it 100. What up, bro? I keep it 100. Yo, he's funny. He said LeBron ain't no bitch. He stepped to a lot of people. Including Stephen A. Smith. That's a joke he's saying, guys, because I know y'all probably gonna try to go at him. He being sarcastic. He being sarcastic. He said LeBron stepped to a lot of people, Stephen A. Smith. That's a good one. But yeah, I have to get off this live right now. Go to the Beat 139 tonight, y'all. Go to the Beat 139 tonight. Tonight, go to the Beat 139. Support that. I ain't gonna lie, man. I appreciate you guys. A lot of you guys from the Beat, from the Kareem Report, definitely been coming to the Beat, man. A lot of you guys from the Kareem Report definitely been coming, showing love at the Beat. I be seeing y'all in the chat, man. And they be like, yo, you got. See, that's what I said. I bring. See, this is what I'm saying before I leave. That's what you call bringing value. I bring value and ratings to the show. I do. I bring value and ratings to the show, right? Because I have a lot of people from one audience, which is over here, comes over there. So that brings value. That's a lot of value I brings over there. A lot of you is my guys. He said, Vito, get mad, you got your own fan base. Yeah, but I got a lot of them guys there who, and especially the ones who really rock. Been over like the Knowledge, Grant Fishburne, all the subscribers that the moderators, Basil, a lot of the guys come from Kareem Report. I don't really know soccer like that, Ronaldo or Messi, so I just be just saying anything to know like who's better. I know who both of them is. I know they both is a beast. Yeah, Eric, most, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Reg Dog. So I bring, that's value. I bring in a value to the beat. That's why I said make yourself valuable, man. Make yourself right. Durrani, you got to go watch the Beat 139, man. Durrani, you gotta go check out the Beat 139. We got a lot of good interviews, and we got a big announcement tonight. We have a big announcement. We got another partnership we just did, so we got a big announcement. So I definitely need you guys to come check in for the we got an announcement. We got another partnership we doing, but My boy Tyrone Church in the building. But yeah, but I'm gonna see you guys later at the beat. You know, always tap in and say what up, Rain, like y'all do. Or Doc, I'm known as Doc on the show. You know what I'm saying? But I'll see y'all. We got some good, interesting stuff tonight. It's gonna be probably interview better than people probably think it's gonna be.